Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 4:30 a.m. morning routine. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a full-time working mom with two kids who are 7 and 10, and today I'm showing you what my day looks like when I have to be to work at 6:30. Since it's winter time and it's pretty cold here in the Midwest, I like to make some coffee and get that upstairs with me before I start my shower. That way I can have that to start to warm up, and I can also have it while I'm doing my hair and makeup. I usually take my coffee with just half and half. I don't really like sweet coffee. I do like to shower in the morning because I feel like it does wake me up, but I only wash my hair every other day. So on this particular day, it was not a hair wash day. So you can see that I put my hair up and I have just a little terry cloth headband around my head to keep my hair from getting too wet. So I'm just going to brush my teeth and then I will start doing my makeup. I have a counter in my bathroom that I like to sit at and do my makeup. And while I'm doing that, I like to listen to New York Times The Daily podcast. This is a daily podcast with current news, and I don't have a lot of time to watch the news, and so this helps me keep up on it. So after I start with my moisturizer, I'm going to start with foundation and then the rest of my makeup. I am totally not a makeup expert. I don't really enjoy spending a lot of time doing my makeup, but I like looking put together. So my routine is pretty simple. If you are new and you're wondering what I do for a living, I am a nurse by trade. I've been a nurse for about 15 years, and I no longer work on the floor or take care of patients, but I did for many years before I got my current job in quality improvement. I work in a hospital about 45 minutes from where we live. I help a lot with improvement projects and analyze a lot of healthcare data, and I really love my job. I know I'll probably get some questions about the makeup mirror that I'm using. It is a rechargeable light up swiveled makeup mirror. I will leave a link to the one that I have down below if it's still available, or a comparable one if I can't find that exact one. And then for my makeup, I typically like to use either Clinique or Neutrogena foundation. Right now I am out of both actually, and went to get some more Neutrogena foundation and they were all out of my shade, so I did have to get Maybelline. And then I use L'Oreal pressed powder and blush. I love this brow pencil from Almay. It comes in dark blonde, which is the color I get. I just fill in my brows and then use the brush side on the other side to kind of blend it out a little bit. Next, I'm going to just tweeze a few stray hairs. I believe the lip gloss that I'm using is from NYX. It's like a pink color. I don't typically wear lipstick, so I like to just wear a glossy sort of light color on my lips. My eyeshadow is from Tarte, and this is more of a neutral palette. I ordered it online from Ulta during one of their holiday sales last year. And then the last step is just for me to curl my lashes. And then I also like to use Almay mascara. It's my favorite brand beyond Clinique. Next, I just cleaned up any of my mistakes with a little Q-tip, and then it's on to my hair. So usually in the winter when it's colder outside, I don't have a problem doing my makeup first and then my hair, but sometimes in the summer I do have to do my hair first, cool off, and then do my makeup. Otherwise it all sweats off, especially when I'm using heat tools. So what I typically do to straighten my hair, and it usually works best with second day hair, is that I put half of it up and then straighten the bottom half. I do have long hair and it is pretty thick. I have a lot of it, and so it does take some time to straighten my hair. That's one reason why I don't wash it every single day. So I'm just going to straighten the bottom half, and then after I straighten it is when I like to use dry shampoo. I think right now I'm using Pantene, but I've used lots of different brands. I do like the Pantene brand. It doesn't leave a white film in your hair, and it also smells really good. So I just spray that onto the roots, rub it in, and then I'm going to move on to the top section and do the same thing. One other thing I sometimes get questions about is what happens to my kids in the morning, who takes care of them, and that is all my husband Adam. So we have figured out that the easiest way for us to kind of work our schedule is that I go into work earlier and get off earlier. I'm the one that takes them to most of their after school activities. My husband Adam stays at home with them until they ride the bus to school, and then he goes in a little bit later and gets off a little bit later. So typically if they are up, I will make them breakfast before I leave. Sometimes I set breakfast out for them. They are getting old enough now that they can either kind of make breakfast for themselves, or sometimes they also eat at school. So it looks like I am done now with my makeup and my hair. I'm going to put my earrings in. Adam got me these gold hoops for Christmas and I love them. They're the perfect size. He actually also ordered them on Amazon, coincidentally. So I'll link them down below if you are interested. They are great, just plain gold classic hoops. So I did sort of pick my outfit out the night before. I'm just wearing a maroon sort of shell, a sleeveless shell. And then I thought I wanted to wear this blazer. Both of these items I got from Stitch Fix. I get a lot of my work clothes from them, but I put it on and I just wasn't feeling the way that it looked. And so I did switch over to just a plain black cardigan. This one is from Torrid. So I like that a lot better. I wasn't really doing anything that would require me to wear, a suit jacket that day. So a cardigan did just fine. Next, I go downstairs and let my dog Murphy out to do his business. You can see all of the snow out there. So on this particular morning, it was snowing, and I wanted to go ahead and check my app online to see what the road conditions were like. And they were partially covered in my area, but it ended up being fine. It did take me a little bit longer to get to work, but I did get there safely. Thankfully, I have an all-wheel drive vehicle, which is mostly necessary in the winter here in Iowa. So right now what I'm doing is just going through the fridge and deciding what I want to take for my breakfast and lunch today. I typically do try to take both breakfast and lunch. I don't really eat out that many days at work. Next, I poured myself some sparkling water just to hydrate a little bit and take my pills. I decided on this day that I was going to take some Cheerios for breakfast, so I'm just putting those in a plastic container. I'm also going to take half a banana to eat with that for breakfast. And to take my milk, I'm just using a small mason jar, and that is a nice leak-proof way if you need to take some kind of liquid to work if you're going to eat cereal there and take your milk. So for a snack today, I did bag up some carrots and some hummus. And in this bento box here, I have a Greek salad bowl. You guys would have seen that in my bowls meal prep video, which I can link down below, but that is what I decided to take for lunch that day. It was so delicious. I always just pack my food in a canvas bag. So next I had to go through Connor's backpack and make sure that all of his papers were taken out and that I signed his agenda. The kids are supposed to take this out at night and let us sign it, but sometimes they forget, especially if they are busy with swim practice. So right now I'm just making my second cup of coffee. This is a travel mug. This is what I will take with me in the morning and drink on the way to work. And then that is my coffee for the day. I don't usually have more than 2 cups. Connor did happen to be up on this particular morning before I left. And so I did make him a few toaster waffles and also cut him up an orange and gave him some milk to drink before I left. So now it's almost time to go. I'm just going to give Murphy a scratch on the head and get out the door. You can see here all the snow that we got, and it was hard to see in this clip, but it was still coming down at this point. Here it is on my way to work. Don't worry, I was slowing down and stopping in a stop sign, and there were no other cars around. It is pretty peaceful on the roads when it's dark and snowy out, even if it is a little bit dangerous sometimes. But I've driven in snow since I learned how to drive, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. So now it's 6:30 and I am at work. You can see I have my boots on because of all the snow. It is still a little bit dark outside. Thank you guys so much for coming with me today on my early morning routine, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.